Good evening, pioneers, and welcome back. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I am Megazip. Welcome to the live stream here on Twitch and YouTube. We are back, and yeah, we have some interesting stuff to work through today. So if you guys were here Friday, y'all see I did do the stacking stuff. The screenshot didn't actually show the stacks because, you know, I hadn't done the stacks yet. So I suppose I could have redone it and then put this back up, but, you know, I didn't. But you'll be happy to see that everything's still flowing well. Everything's being built. And I actually have 3 power plants over here. I don't really need 3 now. But I was using a 3rd power plant because I had 3, count them, I had 3 assemblies over here making those parts, these, making these smart plating. And the smart plating is done. I have not actually pulled the switch yet. I figured I'd do that live on the stream here. But just to show we've got a decent amount of this solid biofuel. I have plenty sitting over here, so if I need more, I can easily get more. I have a whole bunch sitting in here right now. Right there, so whatever production stuff we need to run, we can run. I did create a workshop here, an awesome shop. I did take some of the stuff I had in there and feed it into one of the awesome sink. So I did end up getting some tickets out of it. Now, since that time, and I don't really have a way of showing it too much here, but since that time, I actually went down to the bottom down here and went ahead and salvaged that that one down there too. So I now have a new hard drive. And while I was down there, I managed to pick up 12 computers. And what else did we get? Oh, 63 encased industrial beams, which is cool. I'll hold on to those for now. I found a cave and got a Mercer sphere, and I managed to find a yellow power slug. So I did a little bit of exploring over the weekend because we did have to make, as you can see, 1,250 of these smart plates. So I got the hard drive out, so I figured I would go ahead and get the hard drive started. But I guess the real question is, do I start it now or do I wait until after I pull the trigger and we move to tiers 3 and 4? Because we're ready to do that right now. So I'm leaning towards waiting until after we shoot the stuff up. So let's hear what y'all think. Should we send it up and then run the hard drive, or run the hard drive first? You know what? We'll do it after. Let's go ahead and launch this thing. So I'm just gonna go up here. As you can see, everything is complete. We'll get that nice and secured.
Welcome to the project. Congratulations on delivery. Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will
got a lot of good stuff.
Completing Phase 2.
Okay, yeah. We know.
Continue to.
Thanks, Ada. Anyway, let's send it. Figure we get a good distance shot here. Whoosh. Look at that.
Project assembly completed. This is only the beginning of project assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far. Reminder, not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving the Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically...
It's an awful lot of work for just a little bit of smart plating.
Kittens and or puppies. Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of Project Assembly.
All right, we are now officially in tiers 3 and 4. Now, remember, I still have one. Oops, wrong side. I still have the jump pads. Again, I'm not in that big a hurry to do the jump pads. But we now have 3 and 4. Look at that. So I guess, oh, and look at the, hold on. Look at what we have to do on the phase 2. Now we need 25,000 of those smart plates. Whew, man, we're gonna have some dedicated factories for that stuff. All right, so the question really is, I guess the question is we go with coal power first, right? Because we need to be able to scan for coal. So let's start with that. So the good news is I already have enough of some of this stuff. I don't have enough wire, so we're going to have to make the wire because I just don't have enough. Reinforced iron plates, I have 35, but I probably shouldn't have done that yet. Let's go see how many I have over here. Okay. So, luckily we have copper right over here, so we're going to sort of, I guess I'm going to have to build it over that way. So let's see, we'll get our Mark 1 miner and kind of send it over that way. And we need to smelt. Probably just keep this relatively close. I don't think we really need to go too far out of the way. We've got more than enough power coming from there, so let's, I don't know if I have enough. Oh, I do. Okay. All right, so hold on a second. Now this is, ooh, this is a pure node. Oh, okay. Well, we're not gonna go too far off the deep end here. I guess for right now, what I'll do is I'll do 2, and we'll gear that one down to a normal node for right now. Let's see. There we go. Just move it out a little bit. Put one right next to it. That, and we'll put a splitter in. This is going to be a little bit awkward, but we'll see if it'll fit in there. Looks good. Now, like I said, we're going to underclock this down to 60 for right now. I think that would be best. Because we only need, we only need so much. We don't need to go off the deep end with too much stuff here. All right. So, let's start with how much these things make, because I don't have all that stuff memorized like I probably should. So it's a 15. Oh man. Um. Right. Honestly, we don't really need two of these then. We'll just gear it down to, just gear this down a little bit more. Like I said, we just need to make what we need to make. We don't need to go too crazy. Okay. So let's just gear this down to 30 right now. Because we can run two of these instead. Because like I said, we just need copper. We need, you know, if we need more, we can expand it more. You know, that's the way I look at it. So let's move this out a little bit further. And put one right next to it. Right. And then here's where the splitter goes. So splitter here. That. Sure. Oops. Okay, so here, wire, and here, wire. So one of these will be used to go into making cables. The other one will be wire, right? So that way I have a little bit of a buildup of both, because I know I'm going to need both. Just I'm pretty sure I'm going to need both. At any rate, let's get these connected up. Put another one right there. Okay, this one will go into a storage box. And somehow, okay, that lined it up. All right, so that's where our normal stuff will go. We'll take another one and over here. Now, we need wire, so this takes 60, right? And this outputs 30. Okay, so we can gear this one down to 50%. There we go. Staying within our limited space here, so. All right. So now I just need to tell this thing, do that. All right. So we need 500 wire. It won't take that long to get to it. Oops, I'll just put another right there. All right. So we should be good. It shouldn't take too long, I don't think, to get all that. In the meantime, we've got plenty of this being made. Plenty of this being made, so yeah. So we just have to wait a little bit, not too long. While we're waiting, we can look at some of our other things, right? So we have other milestones, obviously. We're going to want to go with basic steel, because these are the two main things that we're going to need in Tier 3. Vehicular transport is definitely going to be good. You see we now have the universal vehicle path, which will come in real handy with all of this. So, plus a special one for just tractors. Enhanced security, obviously, you know, that's always good for dealing with the wildlife. Up here, we'd probably go after blueprints. The power plant stuff's going to be really good. I'm definitely going to go for blueprints first. Because we'll hopefully be able to get to that. Advanced steel, we'll get there because we'll definitely need the automated wiring for the phase 2. So yeah, it's a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for it to sort of build itself up, I have tickets, as I said, from... I have some fix-it tickets. Oh, and we need to put that thing in the hard drive, or the hard drive in. So let's get the hard drive in and see if we get lucky. All right. There's any number of really good recipes that I hope we get our hands on. So, in the meantime, we have 24 tickets. 24 fix-it tickets. I could get more if I put those other things in there, but, you know, I don't want to do that yet. What do you guys think? What should we look at? Anything specific that we should that you guys think I should pick first? I'm always interested in seeing what other people think of you know, the Fix-It Awesome Shop. So I don't really need the factory cart. None of this stuff is really that appealing at the moment, right? Obviously the awards are a little out of reach, so I'm not gonna worry too much about that stuff. The management stuff is always pretty good. I always like the conveyor systems, the hole walls, the floor lifts. These things are always good to have. And the wall / ceiling power. These are usually some of my go-tos right there. Can't really do anything about these yet because I haven't... a lot of crystals, storage units, don't really need that right now. Customizing, I mean, we have access to unpainted copper and chrome. But we also have access to asphalt, which we don't really need yet. But then there's concrete, which we do, which we could use, which would be good. And of course, there's all the factory. There's also concrete walls. Can't do steel yet. There's all kinds of foundation stuff. They come in handy when we start building more complex buildings. Different kinds of walls, including these sort of windowish walls, gates, doors, conveyor walls. All of these kind of things come in handy. Good architecture, catwalks, ladders. Ladders would probably be good. Roofing, things like construction fences. We don't really need the road stuff yet because we're not putting roads in. Of course, ventilation, it's just kind of there for looks. So all kinds of things. So let me know what you guys think here live, and if you're watching this later, leave a comment on what you think I should. What would you do with your first 24 Fix-It tickets? And while you're at it, don't forget to leave the like and subscribe, obviously, to Twitch. And, well, follow for Twitch and, you know, subscribe for YouTube. Still working on all that. All right. A little bit of progress. 85. Very good. Okay. We need 500 of those. And we need varying amounts of the other. My phone likes to chirp at the most inopportune times. How about some of that management stuff? Hey, Chris, what up, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, they're definitely the right things, you know, going with the management stuff here. Especially when you start building factory specific things, right? I'm going to be sort of utilizing those. I know in that one playthrough that you watched me do, I was using both the conveyor setups and the wall stuff pretty good. I think I could have done a little bit better job with it though. So maybe not make the ceiling so damn tall. I think that was one of the problems is I made the ceiling so tall that when I had stuff going up there, I just wasn't utilizing the ceiling as much as I probably should have. How was your weekend, sir? Is it good? Let's check on my power consumption here. Okay, we are definitely using more power right now. 50 out of 90. Too short? Yeah, I hear you. Okay, so since you're here, we can talk a little bit about something. But before I do, since this is going to be on YouTube live, and anybody will be able to come back and watch it later, I want to put we're going to talk about TV shows for a minute. There will be no spoilers. All right, now that I got that out of the way. What are your thoughts on Dutton Ranch so far? Because I know that you said you were watching it, right? No spoiling, just your thoughts on it so far. Without revealing anything, since it is a live an active show that's weekly releases and all that. Only seen the first 3 episodes. It's starting to grow on me. Okay. So you haven't watched anything. You haven't watched any episodes since then. Because I think they're up to 5 right now. Well, as you may well know, and I'm saying this for you, for YouTube's benefit, as we talked about this before I started streaming there, I have only watched the first 3 episodes, and I'm not. I personally am not watching any more episodes for the rest of the season. I might watch it when it's done. I don't dislike the show, just not sure. My personal opinion. I'm just not sure. I watched all 5 seasons of Yellowstone. I've seen almost every Taylor Sheridan show. Actually, no. I've seen every TV show that he's done. All of them. Including the other ones that, obviously I've seen Landman, but I'm talking about the CIA one. I've seen it. They actually have a new season coming out in August, I believe. And they have 2 seasons out in that show, and I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed Marshall's. I thought my thoughts on Marshall's, there was a part of the finale that I was almost predictable. Yes, Lioness. Yes, I've seen Lioness. I liked it. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. Okay, we got all the reinforced iron plates now. We're just waiting on cables, and then we'll have coal power unlocked to where we can start looking for coal. All right. Yeah, Lioness. So I've watched Lioness, and I enjoyed it. There's just something about Dutton Ranch I'm not sure about yet. And you know, I already know the synopsis of seasons or of episodes 4 and 5, which kind of reinforced my feeling about the show. Now, again, I don't hate the show. I don't hate. Hate's a strong word when it comes to things, right? There are some shows that I didn't really have an interest in back in the day. But I feel like before I watch anymore, I'm gonna have to synopsis the rest of them out. I think before I decide. All right, getting back to the game here. Our hard drive is done analyzing. Let's see if I got lucky. What do I got? I got bolted iron plate or cheap silica. So reinforced iron plates right now is made with the same materials. So I'm going to go on a limb and say I don't like either one of these, so I'm just going to leave it until I'm ready till I'm ready for a rescan. So just so you know, I don't want to discourage you from watching the show. If it's starting to grow on you, then keep going. I'm hitting the pause button on mine. Hell, you know, when Yellowstone came out, I didn't even have access to it. I didn't even watch Yellowstone until season 4. I had to go back and rewatch, you know, the first 3 seasons. I had, because it was on Peacock, right? So I got Peacock through the cable company for a brief period of time, and so I went back and watched those first 3 seasons of Yellowstone, and I think I was watching season 4 live on Paramount Plus. So that's how I got really into that. Yeah, I don't want you to be discouraged because of my feelings about Dutton Ranch. Again, I don't hate the show. I don't dislike the show in any way. I'm a little unsure. And it was so interesting, you know, when Marshall's came out, everybody thought it was supposed to be, or I shouldn't say everybody. There's a perception of people who thought that it was supposed to be like a true sequel to Yellowstone, and it's not. It never was. The damn name alone said it wasn't going to be, and I rather enjoyed it. I did enjoy Marshall's. It reminded me of SEAL Team in a way, but you know, in Montana. All right. Just keep working through that. But at any rate, so what is the official plan today? So, obviously we're in tiers 3 and 4. I want to see how close we can find coal. Because let me tell you, when it comes to the other ones, Caterium and Quartz, not very close. Check this out. We're going to look for Quartz first. We're 532 meters away. That's the closest one. With the next ones being, you know, over 1,300 away. So it's definitely not close, which kind of means we're going to probably end up moving our entire operation at some point. And if I look for Caterium, it's even farther. Well, the closest is even farther. $1,300, $1,350. Yeah, so we're nowhere near Caterium. We're nowhere near quartz, which, you know, are going to be kind of important things to have. Not immediate important, but important enough. I do have some of these things over here because to make concrete again, since I don't have a concrete factory set up. Now I have a few concrete or limestone nodes around here. I've got a pure one over there. So we're gonna see about, you know, building a more permanent concrete factory, I think. It's going to kind of build up a little bit here while we're having this discussion. So yeah, so we're going to be working on that at some point. But the first thing I want to do, well, first thing we need to unlock coal power. Find out where the closest coal is, and that'll kind of determine where we may end up moving to. Now, I could leave this sort of small little factory thing over here going, just so it'll, you know, create stuff. I mean, right now it's really only creating, well, for the exception of these things, it's creating what? Reinforced iron plates. Then we have rotors, and of course we have wire and cables right there. None of the rest of that stuff is stored anywhere. Like, there's no storage set up in there. So, you know, I'll have to stock up on things if I need to move. But let's hope that let's hope it's close. You know what I mean? Let's hope it's close. Now, it did say 500 meters this way, I think it said. I don't know if we'll be able to see that from here. Let's see. So right there. That's not terribly far away. I mean, there is a lot of water down there, so if coal ends up being down there, then that might be where we set up. Now, as I said, I already got the crash over here. You see, it didn't take long for the bugs to come back. So I did the crash there. We did the crash over here, so I can't see any more crash ones from here, but I'm sure there's plenty of them around. But at any rate, we're making things, we're unlocking stuff. I want to try to build up a bunch of materials so that way we can get a coal thing made. You know, that'll be good. So I guess in the meantime, I should probably, I don't know, maybe put in a new concrete thing over here. So that way we get a bunch of concrete made. Or we can get a stock of concrete. Going to be kind of awkward because it's going to be kind of going underneath all that. Now this is a 60, right? Now What am I? Oh, I need cables. Of course I do. That's okay. I'm making some, right? Making some right over here. So we'll get some supplies. Start making some. And I think I'm going to just make this. Let me see. This is a normal node, right? Yeah. This ought to be interesting. Kind of get that in a good spot there. And let's parallel that right here. There we go. Oh, wow, that is that needs to go out farther. That definitely needs to go out farther. Now, these do 45 to make 15, right? So what we could do is let's do this. So we're going to split this. Like that. And I'm going to use Mark II belts here after I go get some more. Over here. I got a bunch of them being added. Let's take half that little stack there. And we'll go normal one here, normal one there. So to make this thing work, I want 90. Okay. So first I got to go get some stuff to overclock with here. Way over here. Oops, over here. I think I got a blue one in here. Yeah. Now, I don't have any in this, do I? Okay. Okay. I believe it will overclock straight to 90 from that. Let's just check that and make sure. Look at that. Straight to 90. What do you know? That one's maxed out already. Okay. We just got shit going everywhere. That's kind of the nature of how it goes sometimes. Actually, let's go with that. Did I put it in wrong? I hate when I do that. There we go. Because these guys are going to output at 15, just making sure we get everything out. Get it going in there. There. Now we have some stuff going. All right. Check on this. Almost there. Almost there. Just kind of got a cluster muck of things going here. A cluster of stuff going there. Check on the power over here. Make sure we're not overdoing ourselves. 64, so we're still good. Still got plenty of fuel. Okay. So what does everybody think of Satisfactory 1.2 update so far? I could have started from tier from 4 and 5 and 6. Because I have a 1.1 playthrough where I'm on tiers 5 and 6 already. And I kind of felt like I needed to start from scratch. Right, so that's why we did it. Granted, we're running half power and 25 times the space elevator stuff, so can't really make those changes. Oh, and random nodes, mostly pure. So, yeah. Got distracted looking at Star Wars Zero Company. What's that one about? What is Zero Company about? Haven't really done much in the way of things with Star Wars, so. It's like XCOM but Star Wars. Oh, okay. I'll have to look that one up. Did anybody watch the official trailer for Guild Wars 3 today? I know some of you, might think that's odd for me to ask, but I did play the original Guild Wars back in the day. Met some really good people playing that. Yeah, they had their official announcement today. And there was like another one that came out later, I guess from the producers, or the people behind Guild Wars. I guess they have plans to continue the world and all that. But yeah, I met some good friends playing the original Guild Wars. There was a period of time where I played a varying amount of MMO titles. Star Wars Galaxies was the first. I didn't. That predates World of Warcraft, by the way. By well over a year, yeah, Star Wars Galaxies I think came out like a full year plus before World of Warcraft did. And if there was a way to measure game hours back then, like they do now, I probably had, in that first year, probably 3,000 hours or more in that MMO. I played the shit out of it. It was like marriage risking type behavior I had in that game. It was really the only one I ever had a full-on addiction to. I will admit that. I played City of Heroes. I will say though, I played Guild Wars, and then my favorite MMO of the ones that I've played that I really enjoyed the most was Dark Age of Camelot. I think I had the most fun playing that. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed the Star Wars one. I was hooked on it pretty good, but I guess having the most fun in Dark Age of Camelot because it was a lot of battleground PvP, and I think that's why I enjoyed it so much. I didn't really do much of the PvP stuff in Star Wars. Hey, welcome back, Chris on the YouTube. Chris, did you ever play Guild Wars back in the day? I just mentioned the Proto on Twitch that there was an official Guild Wars 3 trailer today that I watched. Well, that was pretty good. I mean, for an MMO. I mean, I've played other MMOs that I've never really talked about too much. But in case anybody wondered, I did play World of Warcraft for the first 90 days of its original launch. And then I never played it again. I didn't hate it. I was also playing City of Heroes in parallel with it. And I could only afford to pay for one of those monthly. And so I picked City of Heroes. Yeah, I saw the official launch trailer for Guild Wars 3 today. Found it intriguing. Alright, we're getting ready to unlock coal power now.
Milestone reached. Power production. Water.
Alright. So, now that we officially have it, let's see where the coal is. Wow, did I pick like the worst location to start at? Holy moly. I'm gonna have to go down there. It's literally way over there. In fact, let me let's go up here. Let's get a better look. There's a yellow one. Stand right here. Yeah, so right over there is where the coal is. And right over there is where the quartz is. Man, that's going to be some that's going to be some travel. I don't know how I feel about it. Man, there's so many slugs over here. So many yellow slugs over here. It's crazy. But yeah, let's wait till it's daylight and then I'll do this again because that way I'll be able to see. But yeah, we're definitely going to be a little ways away with the coal to try to do coal power or steel for that matter. Oof. Yeah, we might have to move. Well, I'm not going to say we have to move the entire operation, but we might have to move like a bunch of this stuff over there. Or at least, if anything, I need to take that with me while I go over there, you know. So I don't have to come all the way back over here. So anyway, while we're waiting for that, man, that's brutal. Um, Basic steel production, which, you know, right now, modular frames is like one of the only things I'm not making yet. I'm making everything else right now. So I'd have to find a way to make the modular frames. But I only need 50, so it's not like I need a lot. Oh boy. Alright, so I already have enough of most of this already. So I'll just wait for that to come back in like 4 minutes. As soon as it gets back, I'll go ahead and load all that up. What do I need for modular frames? Let's see. I need reinforced iron plates and rods. Well, reinforced iron plates I have. Rods, not so much. I mean, I have to make some. So I might just have to take some from up here and just make those manually since it's only 50. No sense in worrying about those so much. Granted, I gotta find something that's actually making them. Certainly not those. Look at that. A whole lot of. They're flowing in there so well. There we go. They're flowing pretty good on that one, so I think I'll be okay. And yes, we now have rain. Yay. Sound like a wet noodle walking around here. Even the bird was trying to get dry. Alright. So, like I said, we'll go ahead and make them ourselves. I can probably manhandle these faster than setting up an assembler and doing it. Besides, I got less than 2 minutes till the pod returns. So what I think I'll do is, actually there is something I want to do. I want to make, I want to unlock something and get it made. I think I might have the stuff to do it now. So we'll check that out here in just a minute. As soon as this is back and I get this settled in. So, as far as like non-streaming YouTube video content on this playthrough, I thought about doing it for this, for unlocking 3 and 4, but I decided to wait. I'm gonna probably do those with factory designs, I think, and maybe some blueprint, my own blueprint stuff that I do. Like, I'm not reinventing the wheel with some of it. I know those of you guys who saw me make that power station, you know, that was modeled off of somebody else, but I made mine slightly different. Probably going to do that, and maybe I'll do that in a video so people can see it. But of course, I have to unlock the the blueprint thing first. But no, going back over here, it's in one of these, I think. Yeah, so this right here for Blade Runners. So the problem is I need silica, and I don't have enough of the quartz. So I have to find quartz to do that. I don't think I'm going to find it right now, so might have to put that on hold. I was going to make those so that way when I move all the way, when I run over there, it's a little faster. But, you know, we can wait. Alright, and I already have 150 of those, so we're getting ready to unlock steel, which is good. Got those, that, and there we go.
Milestone reach. Project delivering.
All right, so enhanced security. You know, I don't really need the Xenobasher at the moment. Vehicles. I guess I should probably go for vehicles. That way I can drive over there. That might actually be a good thing. So we'll do the vehicle transport. Because then I can drive. Then I can load up a bunch of material and drive over to where that is over there, that, you know, 600 meters or whatever, and we can kind of, you know, try to see what we can do over there. So yeah, I think that's the one we're gonna do. I think it's a smart move. I've got plenty of fuel, plus I got a bunch of fuel in here. In fact, I'll probably make some fuel. So most of this we already have all of it. The sheets I can get pretty easily. So I need 200 of that. It's being made. I have 100. Boom. Over here, I don't need concrete. I got to make some more modular frames. 25 to be exact. So let's take the rest of those. I think I have enough to make 25 of them. I've got some limestone on me to make concrete. I'll make the concrete really quickly just to get it out of my inventory. Looks like I have just enough to make 24, not 25, so I'll have to figure out what I'm short on. My guess is the rods. And then go get some real quick. And then I think we'll go cut some more trees down and get ready to make a whole bunch more bunch more solid biofuel. All right. So yeah, that's what I need. And more rods. Now I could save some trees and kill a few pigs and make those into protein. That works too? See, they're already catching up. Oh. I have more than enough. Yeah, so I could go over there and kill a few pigs. Actually, let me see. Maybe I already have some in here. See, I already have some. I have hog remains right there and some spitters. So let me just split these in half. This will be quicker than going and cutting down trees. I know normally I'd want to save these for the DNA things. But if you look at the amount of biomass out of them, oh, I need the protein, I think, first, don't I? Yeah, so I need I make protein out of it. And then look at that, 400 biomass. It's crazy how much biomass you can make out of that. And that's running off of this, which has plenty of biofuel in it, so just making sure I got plenty of fuel. Alright, so as soon as this comes back in 2 minutes, we should have everything we need for vehicular transport. Get that unlocked, get the vehicle made, and then go do some exploring. Does that sound good to y'all? Carry an extra 200 on me. I'm gonna go ahead and put this other 400 in this over here. Make sure I've got plenty to keep this all building. And whatever comes out of that. Go. I'll probably grab a few raw materials to store in the truck so that way I have some stuff to take with me. Got a minute 20 to go here. Mr. Bean, our field inspector, checking out the factories. Making sure everything looks good. Good over here. All right. Appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with me here on the stream, both on YouTube and on Twitch. If you like what you see on Twitch there, hit that follow button. All the support we have really helps. If you're on YouTube, there's that big old subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe. And if you like the stream, hit the like button. And leave me a comment about what I should spend my first 25 Fix-It tickets on, as I have about that many sitting in my storage over there. Alright, let's unlock vehicular transport now. Oh yes, I need 400 plates. Let's go get the plates. Now my plates are actually running really well. If anything, it's running too well because they're running pretty good up there. So should have no problem Just taking them off the stack. There we go. Hopefully that'll be enough. If not, we'll go back and get some more.
Milestone reached. Tractors permits. Which.
All right. So I'm going to put the vehicle over here because we're going to be going out that way. You know, set it like right here. So you can see we now have the universal pathing and the tractor vehicle pathing. So we have both of those for when we need them. Right now, we just need one of these, which we need 4 more modular frames, which I should be able to make. All right. Here we go.
Tractors can use it. Set your.
Thank you, Ada. All right. Keep this in as a backup. And I just want to put some supplies in here. Get rid of things I don't need. And then we're gonna go. We're gonna go check on those coal deposits. Here, oh, actually, it's 24 tickets, but yeah, I think I said 24. Yeah, the first 24 tickets. So we have another 200. I'll go ahead and take that. Take the extra wire. Take the extra cables. Extra of that. Take the smaller stack of that. All the concrete. How many rods do I have? I have a decent amount, I would say. These are kind of pushing it to a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to go too far with these. I think I'll be alright. I have some, I have a couple of the portable miners on me if I need to gather some materials. I think we should be good. You guys ready for an adventure? All right. Something funny about running these guys over. Ooh. Trying to remember exactly. There's a specific way to get down there from here. I believe this is it. There's her stuff. Alright, so first let's see where that quartz is. I think I see it right there, but let's see. So it's right there. Not a real easy thing to get to from over here. I have to go back around the other way to get to it. So let's go there first. Or at least let's see if I can get to him first, I should say. I don't want to get ahead of myself here. If I can't get to it, I'll just turn around and go after the coal, but... yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it from over there. So, yep. We'll have to find another way. For now, we'll just go after the coal. Oh boy. We have some stinkers over here. And I gotta go that way, pretty sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to drive through this. And hope I don't get snuffed out, you know what I mean? Alright, here we go. I'll at least try to get those things when I can, right? So I have an iron node here. Nice and pure, that's good. That'll come in handy for steel. What else do we got over here? So that's a bunch of weird ass plants. pure limestone. That'll work great for steel as well. I mean, this could be where we could just move to, right? Alright, we can't be that far away from the coal. Where's the coal at? It's just over that way. Oh boy. Somehow I don't feel like it's in a spot where I can get to. I think it's up there. What are the chances that it's up there? It looks like it's up. Here's a Mercer sphere and a bugs. What do you guys think? Think it's up there? I think it's up there. That wrong. Alright, well, let's go up and see. Well, there's a crash site up here. That's good. I can get another hard drive while I'm here. Pure coincidental, though. And it's not why I came over here. Just trying to find the coal. But, you know, I'll take it. Look at that. Crystals. Now, I do have mine set to only attack me if I attack them, and yet it doesn't really work that way. Ooh, more computers. Nice. As you can see, they're not fighting me, even though I have it set to only attack me if I attack them, and they don't really do that. It's kind of awkward, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Now, what do I need to get this out of here? Rubber, of course. Well, we'll mark this because I can't do anything right here. I stamped it. Can't really do anything with it at the moment. So, alright. Still looking for that coal. $57 meters. Oh, don't tell me it's inside the mountain. One of those. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, it's literally right in front of me. I walked over it like an idiot. Okay, so pure node here. That's really nice. So we have a good spot for steel then. Right? We have a good spot for steel. Because we have everything we need over here for steel. Just nothing for just nothing that we can use right now for the other one. So let me see if there's another one. Oops, wrong one. So 200 meters over that way. Let me mark this one. Yeah, there's right there where I'm here. There we go. That's marked. I'm just trying to find my ramp now. Okay, here we go. So we'll get in the truck and we'll head over to the other one. Actually, I think the other one is, yeah, I can, okay, I can make it down there. Is it that one right? Is that it right there? Let's see. Yep. So there it is right there. So let's go down there and check it out. Oh, the vehicle physics can be a little weird at times. A big boy over here. I mean, this is like right next to water. I mean, it's like the epitome of perfectly placed. Literal water right there, and it's also pure node. So, man, look at the size of you. You're a gnarly looking guy, aren't you? Not sure if this is deep enough, but we can try to make it work. Go get rid of this guy over here. We gotta kneel. If you creep down like this, you can attack them without them opening. I like to be able to walk around the beach, so. Ooh, it's an advanced one, huh? Okay, I don't know what else is over here, but. But I mean, honestly, we can make a pretty good power plant over here. If these are deep enough. I mean, I don't know. Can I, do I have an, oh, you know what? Oh, ain't that some shite? I have some sheets back at, the base. Well, some of them are acting like they can do it. It's going to be tricky to do it over here. But it is doable. I mean, would you ever dream of putting a power plant over here? I don't know. What do you guys think? Does this scream power plant? Going for this yellow slug over here. I mean, it's a pretty nice little spot. Definitely plenty of water. Sure, there's some big boys over here, but you know, like I said, we have it set for them to only attack me if I attack them, but they're basically harmless otherwise. Because I want to focus on the building and not on them. That's the only reason why I did it like that. A lot of big trees. Now, we know that there's some iron over there. Is there any copper over here, I wonder? $500 meters over that way. All right. Are we any closer to Caterium? Wow. 1,200 meters that way. So we're a little ways away from any of the other stuff, so yeah. All right. Well, this is definitely where we want to do the power plant, I think. We just need to figure out exactly how I want to do that. Probably on the other side, maybe? I don't know. I feel like it's going to have to be a raised one, like it's not going to be ground level, which is what I was originally going to do. So we might have to build a platform, and because all the water will be underneath. It's a pure node, which means, you know, a pretty good amount of power as a result. We only have the Mark 1 miner. I could wait. I could try to upgrade to the Mark 2 miner before I actually create the power plant, but I think I might. I don't know. I'll have to go back to the. I have to go back to the base first. As soon as I figure out the right way to. It's definitely a lot of exploring that we're going to do. But for right now, I kind of want to get the building and all that going, so now we know where the where our stuff's going to be. We're probably going to move over here. I mean, we don't have to move over here, mind you. We have pretty good resources over there, too. But, you know, this is where one of our factories is going to be. Steel factory built over here somewhere. Probably right in the middle of this. Because, you know, it's right there. We have that. We have that. That means we can do reinforced iron. You know, a lot of the things that we need. The copper is the only thing that we don't have over here that we need to make certain steel things. But guess what? We have a vehicle. And we can create roads. So we can actually do some transport stuff. So I am excited that we're going to be able to do some transport stuff. It's exciting. I know I'm veering away from my normal path, but I didn't see this over here. Another doggo. I might actually have to go after doggos this playthrough, because I haven't really went after any. I very rarely go after them. I know some people like to get them as pets and whatnot. Is this something I can use? Is that Caterium? Oh yeah, I need the Caterium. Alright, I got about 30 minutes to go. I'm going to leave my truck here. I'm going to go over here real quick. Cross the water, you know, swimming. You know, I don't think we have any animals that can pull me under, right? But I'm going to put a couple of miners over here, because this is something I definitely need to get some of. So, you know, we have stuff in the MAM, you know. Normal node. Kind of disappointing. I was hoping it was a pure node. Let's kind of go up here real quick, see if there's anything worth exploring. Oh, looky there. Wow. Hell yeah. Dude, I only need one of these right now, because I'm about to put one over on that. Keep going. I was not expecting this over here. This, my friends, is Sam. Oh, and it's a pure one too. Lovely. Lovely. That's awesome. Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing some stuff. In fact, I'm going to swim back over to my truck and see if I can make a... Oh, I can't really make miners over there, can I? But... I can do right here. Because sand ore is, you know, something that we could definitely use for, I want to put one more over here. Sand ore is the thing we need for the dimensional depots and various things like that. And that kind of stuff will come in handy, especially because we're going to be kind of spread out a little bit. I mean, I'll literally be making. I'm probably gonna baby a baby factory over here for Sam Ore at some point, so we can do those dimensional depots. I'll leave this here as a kind of a marker from distance, right? Because we're right over there. That's sweet. You know, when I did the Sam Ore in my 1.1 playthrough, I never had a pure node. I only had a, I think I had an impure node on the regular playthroughs, so that's cool. Get off my stuff. It's my stuff now. Come here. Shoot you right in the ass. Yeah, that's actually very exciting to see that. So, yeah. We found Sam. And a pure node at that. I'm not sure what that is right there. We can walk over and check that out. It looks like iron. That's awesome that we found pure Sam Ore. Try to get as much Sam Ore as I can before I head back. See what this is up here. Actually, it looks like it might be copper. Oh, it is. Alright. I hate these things. Oh, wow. Nice copper pure node down here. So that'll come in handy. So this is actually closer. So I could, as part of the transport, create a pure node copper to take over to the steel factory. So yeah, that'll come in handy. Oh, I think I got an iron node right there. Yeah, so we could probably just move over here. What do you guys think? You think we should move over here? Like set up our base over here? We're right by Sam, right by Quartz. I mean, if I find pure node concrete over here, we'll be set. Do a lot with that. I mean, don't get me wrong, we'll still have a presence over there because that's where our sulfur is. Alright, that's all I'm going to collect now. We're going to head back over to the vehicle. Yeah, I think we should. I think we should. We'll work on that. I'll have to, what I'll do is I'll keep my existing factory there, obviously. And what I'll do is I'll build a new headquarters over there. Or, it won't necessarily be like right there so much as it'll be maybe in that area. Alright. Now I just have to remember how I got there. Believe I have to go down this way. Got that curve a little too fast there. I think we can kind of build a headquarters-ish space over there for sure. I mean, if anything, we'll have concrete over here. That much I know. You know? We have a pure node concrete over here. We have a normal concrete node over here. So, pretty stoked. All right. Oh, I have all this SAM ore, but is that in here? Yeah. SAM ore. Now here's the thing though. I have one Mercer sphere setting in my thing. So reanimated SAM, I can do that one. I haven't found a summer sloop yet. And this, well, I can't do anything with the fluctuators yet. But I do have one Mercer sphere. Stick that in there for right now. I won't need any of it for a little while yet. I hate having to give this thing up, but, you know, it's the only way to unlock the Mercer sphere stuff. These dimensional depots take one plus these, so yeah, well on our way there. Now, crystals. I need to unlock. I need 50 silica, so I can unlock those mechanical things for my legs. This also allows us to be able to do stuff with glass, that kind of thing. All right. So quartz. Okay, I need the that over there. I need plenty of this to unlock those. I actually have some of these crystal oscillators. And then we can get to the Explorer, which would be good. Material resonance screening, the priority merger is pretty neat. But I want to do the blades, so I need to make those. Need 10 of those things. Can I make 10 of them? I can make 24 of them. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave the transports over here, or like the factory thing over here, just churning stuff out, and I'll figure out exactly where I want to move down there. I don't want to move. I don't need to be really close to the Mercer, to the SAM ore or anything like that. But the fact that it's good flat area, it's very helpful. Yeah, because what we'll end up turning this into will probably involve the sulfur, because I can make black powder now. So I can make black powder and be able to make all kinds of like weapons and stuff. So, yeah. It will come in handy for sure. So blade runners. So now I can make the blade runners. So let's see what I need for that. I need silica. Okay. So let's go make some silica, because I've still got plenty of that left over here. 20 to be exact. All right. So we got about 10 minutes before the stream ends. There we go. A little spring in my step, if you will. Good. I have a decent amount of those. Have a lot more of these. Pretty good amount of concrete. That's good. So we have all kinds of things now that we've unlocked. Let's just sort of... Whoa. Now, if I go ahead and look at advanced steel, this is where we get access to the Mark II miner. Now, the only problem is you need steel pipes, and we're not actually making steel pipes yet because I don't have a steel factory made. So, can't really do anything about that. Yeah, I can't go after the blueprint yet because we need steel beams. So we're going to have to get some steel production started, I feel, before we can do anything really over here at all. About the only thing I can right now do is to make the Xeno Basher here. Let's go ahead and finish out this little bit here with the Xeno Basher. So I need pretty much most of that. Yeah, sometimes that jump is just too much. We need 600 iron rods. That's going to be a minute. And then reinforced iron plates. We need a little bit of that. So let's go ahead and get those. As for the rods, I'm not gonna take them from the factory. I'm actually just gonna set something up over here. Whoa. Yeah, I'm just gonna set something up over here because it doesn't make any sense for me to steal from that over there. I've got a thing right here, a normal node, so I could utilize this. Do it. For the time being. So I need a miner. Okay. Now I might end up hijacking this setup here because it's already here. And yeah. I've already got everything out of it. So let's get off of this thing first. Okay, so just get a splitter in place here. Don't know if that's going to fit. As in, I don't know if that's going to actually go in. Yeah, it's not going to go in. Move that down. Like that. pole in the way there. Sometimes it bugs me. Okay, so we have iron ingots, 30-30. Iron ingots, 30-30. There. Alright. So we have light poles in a few different spots here. Alright, so that's not going to work. Go down a little bit further. We got to do splitters again. Actually, you know what? One of these will be making plates, and the other one will be making, because I need extras anyway, right? So, how about this? We'll put the constructor for that one right there. And this one, we'll put it down further. Okay. We'll make plates right there. And this one, I think I'm going to overclock it because I just need it to make things, right? Do I have any other ones in here? Let's see. I don't have the yellow ones. What do I need for the yellow right now? Power slugs. Just that. Okay. So what that means is now I can make those overclock things out of yellow slugs. So bring that over. We're gonna make rods. I don't know if this is gonna kill it or not. We'll find out in a second. Let's see. All right, so far we're at 8.5. Okay, we're good then. Now we're at 13. Okay. So we're just going to kind of build up on some stuff. We're not going to be able to get to this because we're right at the time here, but at this point, I'm just going to finish the asset security, so I'll have that done before the next stream. And at any rate, I'm building up supplies so that way we can move. Or at least, begin to build operations. I shouldn't say move's not the right word. So that way I can keep this running and basically go over that way. Which you can't see because it's so yeah, basically going to build my base over there. Keeping this in here for now. So I think we're in a good spot. So again, thank you all for coming out. Hanging out with me here. I'm just going to go right over here. Appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to YouTube yet. Hit the follow button on Twitch if you're over there. Streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on both at the same time here. And again, if you didn't get a chance before, leave me a comment on what you think I should spend my first 24 Fix-It tickets on in the little ticket thing over there. Yeah, and that's going to do it for me. Let me just save this. And I like to do my saves a certain style. So we're working on phase 2 now. So phase 2 plus coal, right? Because that's what we sort of worked on today. We have a lot of work ahead of us to get power plants and steel factory stuff made. It's gonna be real good. And with that, I'll catch you later.